Hello everyone. So I just thought I'd bring you outside. I was taking Bear for a walk and I don't know if you saw the osprey in the sky. They have like a 6-foot wingspan. It's crazy. When they come really close to the house, they are just massive creatures. And as soon as they see Bear come out here, they think of him as like a little rodent or a little cat, or I don't know, maybe like a little mouse or something, because he's not very big. So from where they are, they're just like, oh yeah, there's dinner or lunch. Talking about dinner or lunch, a few of you guys have been asking me if I could film some of my cooking videos, and it's not something I really have experimented or really brought to the channel a lot. I did a couple times when I first started YouTube, but I do post my meals on Instagram, and some of you guys have been asking me, oh, can you like post your recipe or whatever it might be on the YouTube channel. So I'm going to attempt it today. I'm gonna film, I'm making like a salad, I guess. Salad, it's very simple. Bear, you're cooking up dirt. So I will film for you guys and see if it works out. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and that it inspires you to get cooking in the kitchen with some really basic ingredients, like seriously basic. Anyways, I'll take you into the kitchen and share with you how I'm going to make my little salad. What do you see there, Bear? What do you see? Alright, so I'm going to finish walking this little guy and then I'll head in and make lunch, dinner, kind of like a late lunch. Alright, bye for now. I am using smaller sized potatoes. I washed them and now I'm slicing them up into bite size. I've drizzled them in olive oil, and then I mixed a bit of kosher salt, some basil, some parsley, some rosemary, pepper. I just kind of poured some of the seasoning on top and saved some seasoning on the side. I mixed it really well with my hands. I just want to make sure that the olive oil is all evenly coating all the potatoes, and then I'm tossing them onto a piece of parchment paper and placing them in the oven at 450 degrees for about 20-22 minutes. Keep an eye on them, check on them halfway through. I didn't toss them, however, you're welcome to do that. I am filming with one hand, so I didn't want to touch the chicken here. However, I use the same seasoning and I'm just coating the chicken really well. If you use your hands, it's gonna get a nice even coat of the seasoning on here, and then I'm pouring some olive oil into a nice sized pan, allowing that to warm up a little bit, and then putting the chicken cutlets on the olive oil. Once it starts to cook, I do like to slice the chicken in half. I find it's easy to do on the pan, and we also like to have thinner cutlets, and the chicken just seems to go a little further. So as you can see, now I have four pieces of chicken, and I'll let that cook. While I'm allowing that to cook, I did clean some lettuce, romaine lettuce I believe it's called, and I washed it and I just kindly chopped it up into bigger chunks. So I'm trying to share with you how I'm thinly slicing carrots on a mandolin, but I'd struggled with one hand. So here I just did some orange carrots and some purple carrots, and I also chopped up some onion and topped it on top of the lettuce. As you can see, it's all sitting together. So you definitely don't need to do this step, but I just, with the reserves left from the chicken, or kind of fond I guess, I added a little bit of flour, and then I will also add butter, I'll show you, and I'm just kind of allowing it to sit in the pan and cook a little bit. And I thought, oh, I'll toss in some onions. Don't let them burn, because if you let them sit a little bit too long, they will roast up really quickly, or at least turn down the heat if you're kind of stepping away from here. So I'm just allowing that olive oil, the reserve from the chicken, and a little bit of flour. If you have Bisto, I believe, you can also use that. It's kind of like a gravy mix, dry powder to mix, or if you have a can of gravy, whatever, it's up to you. The more sauce you want, the thinner or the thicker, just play around with it. I am going to add a little bit of butter here and just share with you how it kind of thins out the, I guess you could call it a fond, I'm not sure. I just do things by the, how I'm feeling for the day. If I feel like having sauce, this is what happens. And I just mix a little bit of the butter in here to thin out the sauce, and then you can just drizzle this on top of the chicken. If you prefer to slice up your chicken into pieces and toss it into your salad, you can do that as well. But because I made the sauce, I drizzled this on top of the chicken cutlets on the side, and I'll show you how I plated it. But yeah, and I'll show you how I season my salad. So I always start with the lettuce as the base. I top it with all of the extras if you have cucumber or red pepper. But right now I have the carrots, a little bit of onion, and then all I did was a very simple salad dressing. I poured a little bit of olive oil across the top. If you prefer to use a different oil, you can. Vegetable oil is a lot thinner. Then a little bit of balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper. And then I decided I was going to add a little bit of this balsamic vinaigrette dry seasoning made by the Epicure line, I believe. And I just tossed it. Now make sure you toss your salad really well so that every piece gets an even coat of seasoning. Then I took the potatoes. These are how they turned out after they came out of the oven. I put them on the side, the chicken with a little bit of that sauce, and the salad. If you have some fresh herbs at home, I use parsley, you can use basil, whatever you have on hand. You can garnish your plate as well with that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this very simple meal that I'm sharing with you for lunch or for dinner. And until next time, everyone, bye for now.